Hello. Welcome to my 6-week, I was going to say pregnancy vlog, postpartum vlog. You're definitely here now, aren't you? I am in LA and we travelled all day yesterday and all day the day before. It was chaotic, but like sort of a good kind of chaos. Hey babe, my food's already ready for pickup, including my warm drink. I'm doing my vlog right now. Okay, so the best thing right now is, hi darling, what are you doing?
He's gonna get some clothes on.
Oh, your clothes are in your the Burton suitcase. Just open it up. The very best thing, which I have not been used to since she was born, is Mark. So I have stayed in bed this morning with little miss. He has got up with the other 3 kids. He's about to go get coffee. He's picking me up breakfast. I am lying in bed. This is absolutely unheard of. I have not been able to do this in the last 6 weeks and it feels amazing. So Daddy-O is just on parenting duty. And I am just chilling here with little miss. And she's been drinking a lot of milk this morning. The house is a pigsty. Well, actually, it was so spotless and so beautiful and smelled like gorgeous incense. And Mark did a massive clean of the house. Hey, Missy Moo. I'm just doing my vlog right now. Oh, I'm not offering that at the moment. And then we arrived. And as Bodhi just said, they destroyed it. Well, not really. They just went ham on all the toys that they haven't seen in a while. And then suitcases everywhere exploded open, clothes, nappies, everything. So today and probably the next day, it's just going to be a day filled of unpacking and settling back in. And I have to say, it feels absolutely amazing to be back here, to have 2 homes that we love and just feel so settled in. It's just the best. It just feels amazing. So this week, baby-wise, little miss is sleeping so well. Yes, you are. I don't want to jinx it. But she has only been waking up maybe once, maybe twice for a little breastfeed. But last night it was only once, which is funny because I figured she'd be up a lot more. We only ended up, we went to sleep about 1 a.m. because we were quite awake when we got back. Can you find your stuff, B? Your undies are probably in the zip, and then just grab any pants. There should be a bunch of pants there, mate. So we got home around 11 last night. We were held up in customs for a while because, anyway, long story. I had an ESTA visa, which is sort of the travel visa to come into America. I had it attached to Forrest's old passport, his like baby passport, and I just renewed it because it was coming up to expire this December. So I renewed it, but his ESTA was attached to the old passport, not the new passport. So anyway, it was just a rigmarole. We ended up having to go into customs for like an hour and try and sort through it. So we got home quite late. I thought that everyone would not be able to go to sleep, but luckily everyone did. Everyone fell asleep by about 1 a.m. Yeah, Bodhi said he had an amazing sleep. Maybe just because you're so happy to be back. Yeah, and also we didn't have tons of sleep on the plane. Well, do you know what I did? I did a little trick. But it was a good trick. I said to you guys, let's just have a rest. We're just going to have a rest. But I knew it was your like bedtime. So I knew your rest would actually be you having a long sleep. So you actually slept for 8 hours on the plane.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep, you slept for 8 full hours and so did Forrest. And then I woke you both up because I didn't want you to sleep too much because we were arriving at nighttime. So that's why I remember when I woke you up and I was like, oh, you can watch shows now.
Oh, that's a nice trick. I do remember when you're like, oh, do you want to show?
Yeah. So that was my little trick.
I was surprised that you
Yeah, why I wanted to wake you guys up so that you would watch shows and like hang out and have your time on the plane, because we only at that point had 6 hours left to go and we were arriving at nighttime, so I knew you'd have to just go straight back to sleep when we got here. So anyway, the travel went really well. Everyone was awesome. Poet had one little tanty at the very, very, very end and only lasted about 3 minutes. But other than that, everyone was just so good. She slept in the Prairie, slept in the bassinet most of the trip, and I just sort of pull her out and nurse her. I was definitely on constantly. The first leg, yeah, mate. Oh, don't worry. That's what today's all about. I'm just cleaning. I'm packing away clothes. It's just like staying in jammies day. So don't even worry about that. I'm going to sort that.
I just want to get clothes on the Guinness bin and then go outside and play with like.
Oh, so fun. I can't wait to see what you build. Anyway, so yes, I was constantly doing things. So the first leg was 8 hours. That one I got to listen to one episode of a podcast, because I was like, that person needs to go to the toilet. Make sure that person's eating, you're eating, up and down, breastfeeding, packing away clothes, doing. So I was just constantly, what?
You were great.
Oh, thanks, Bodhi. You're being so cute right now. Love you. Have fun. So I was just like going from one person to the next. Bless you. And yeah, it was funny. I travel with Mum, but Mum gets quite tired when she travels, so I just sort of let her watch shows, and if I really needed her for something, I was like, Mum, I need you. But otherwise I just sort of let her have shows, and I was divvying out snacks and just, just being really organized for travel was key. And then that second leg was 16 hours, so we all slept about 7 to 8 hours on the flight, and then the rest of it I was constantly like, do you need a snack? Do you need this? Please eat your dinner. Do you need to go to the toilet? Do you want to change your clothes? Do you want to be breastfed? Patting, jiggling, all those things, like constantly. So I was kept quite busy, which meant that the travel seemed to go very fast, which was good. I noticed a few little cute things about Prairie during the travel. It's just, she's so much more alert now. Lots of eye contact, so many smiles, and a couple of cues. Oh, right on cue. A couple of little cues. Eddie. We've been doing some tummy time. And one other thing I noticed, like apart from how alert she is and all her smiles and her cooing, is I actually noticed that, so I swapped to disposable nappies. Can you pull your head up? Or are you looking for booby right now? So instead of disposable, okay, do you want some booby? Okay. Sorry, I'll say that again. Here we go. Oops, did I just flash you guys? I hope not. Oops, probably. There we go. Oh, I can hear Poet having some big feelings up there. So I switched from, look at this little shark nappy. So I switched from cloth nappies 2 days before we travelled to disposable, and I used my favourite brand, which is Bamboo. Really sort of organic, very clean. When I've used disposable nappies in the past, it's a brand that I love the most. So I decided that, all right, we were going to do disposable 2 days before we left, so that we didn't have a heap of nappies to have to wash before we got here. And I wanted to pack all the clean nappies and whatever. So I was like, oh, she'll be fine for 2 days. Not fine. She was not fine. So the disposables, I found I had to change so much more frequently. because her bum immediately got red. And she's got like nappy rash from 2 days of disposables, which is so wild. I think, the moment we got back here, we put her straight in her cloth nappies again. But I was like, is that nappy rash? And sure enough, it was. There was on the left side and the right side, red dots. Luckily, it didn't open up, so it wasn't ever an open wound, because the moment I saw it, I was like, oh no. So I kept trying to keep her out of nappies as much as possible. But during travel, that's very hard. You can't do that. So what I was doing was I was using, do I have it up here somewhere? Yeah, here. I was using, I'm sorry, I just unlatched you. I was using this powder. Sorry, 1 second. Hi, baby, you going now?
Yes.
You might have to warm up my drink when you get back. I got myself a chai, what's that Ayurvedic chai drink? The I Am Immortal.
Right.
Sorry, guys, am I flashing you? No, I'm not. Do you want it or not? I can't tell. Yes, you do. So I'm sure you're getting all sorts of lovely angles here. Okay, so on her nappy rash, I use this organic baby powder, Nature's Child. So I use that anyway as a preventative. So I always put on the Weleda zinc cream, then I pat the powder in to make sure she doesn't get nappy rash in the first place. But then when I switched to disposables, I was still doing that as a preventative, and she got it. So I think that the first day I switched to disposables, which was like the night before we traveled, I was back to using wipes. So I ditched the wipes when I saw that she had a red bum. I ditched the wipes and I went back to using just these little flannels. These little flannels that I wet and I use warm water. I wipe. And then I went ham on this. I just went crazy with the powder. So on the red dots, I first put the powder on. I sort of patted it in. I then put the cream really thick on those specific spots. Then I put the powder again on top of that to make like a really sort of thick mask over the top of her nappy rash. And I did that every single time I changed her on the plane. We did that. So it was quite a long process each time I changed her. And then I did it all the way until we got here. And I changed her almost every hour on the plane, just constantly changing, because I knew that nappy rash would get worse unless she was always being changed. And because I couldn't do nappy free time on the plane, that was my mission. I was like, all right, I'm just going to change her constantly and just lather her in all the things. And it's gotten better. So it's still there, but it's gotten a lot better. I can see that it's drying out. And this morning we did a bunch of nappy free time. Last night when we got home, we had her not in a nappy. So anyway, I think it was just a very short-lived reaction to disposable nappies, which was fine. We weren't ever planning on going back to disposable anyway. So I think that's just going to be in the past, and we're going to move on from that. And I'm so scarred from when Poet had it not last year. Oh my gosh, it's 2 years ago, that I was just really on it. The moment I saw anything, I knew that I had to combat it, because I just didn't want her going through what Poet went through. And we were doing like weeks on end without nappies with her, which was very challenging. Anyway, that's really it. That's the update. Just a bit of nappy rash, lots of smiles, some coos. So happy to be back with Mark. It feels amazing for me postpartum. To be able to lie in my bed and have help and have someone just who the kids want to be with as much as they want to be with me, and someone who's as capable as me, even though my mum is amazing. She's also 66, so she needs to have her nanny naps. Mark is just on it and with the kids, and oh my goodness, how freeing. All right, guys, lots of love from us, from the Hollywood Hills, and I will see you next week for my 7-week postpartum vlog. All right, bye.